Then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right? After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So, you're saying the Junko we first met was actually Mukuro all along?
Then we'd already met her?
I had like
Yes.
a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference.
Nope.
That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right? Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that. If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished. Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
But
Correct.
if she really did use foundation...
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup in the very beginning?
If that's
Yes.
true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
So Mukuro,
Yes.
the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I
Nope,
think he's
even
just
better.
afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid? Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you
Damn,
been
dude.
saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity. When did I do that?
Once.
I got it! While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster.
Oh, his all turned off because power out. That just happened. Doesn't matter, feeling straight anywhere anytime.
You made sure I
Damn.
couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Makoto
Yep.
saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke.
That wasn't enough to the that's when definitely illustrated that purge. One time he tried to hide Junko's identity. Last time I tried to cover up the base evidence, so I had to do that.
What do you want? What? What do you want? are you even talking about? That's impossible!
This should prove it.
This should prove it. Oh my god, dude.
The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did.
Oof. Oh.
Oh. I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we got. In all
Same.
the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
Oh. The fact that Junko's face is hidden in all of them.
I got it! Junko's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face.
Face. You can't see her face. It's true.
It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think? And on top of that, in this photo you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko. Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Xanadu!
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and
Correct.
Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
Xanadu times
Damn.
2!
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on!
Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything. Right now.
Closing. Oh. So the mask, and then this one is the...
Here's exactly what happened.
That's exactly what happened. We all admit.
We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko and Oshima, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't
Yes.
the real Junko.
Nope.
The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that
Correct.
girl's name was Mukuro Ikusawa.
Yes.
But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind, Junko and Oshima.
Yes.
Her body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue until Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who'd proven to be one big thorn in her side.
Yes.
Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school. So she put on a mask and then attacked me. After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room. Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place.
Whoa. That's fucked.
Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence. She needed to hide the body's true identity. She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder, and the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma.
Damn.
The real
It's
Junko and
Junko.
Oshima. That's the
yeah.
whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Come
Why was it
on,
just gonna
it's time you
appear?
finally revealed yourself.
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Over? Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
Whoa.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
God, her voice is fucking horrendous.
If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world. We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking. Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you. It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
This is the mastermind? She's
Anyway,
real Junko.
looks like I've finally been set free.